Since I'm letting my dreams guide my videos, I thought I would take a cue from the dream that I had last night and talk about a few of the videos that I've already made. If you remember, I talked about Baba Vanga and how she predicted Princess Diana's death. Part of what gave Baba Vanga her gift was the fact that she was blind, and in being blind, not only did she have non-24, which is a sleep-wake disorder, but she also could use echolocation. As I've said before, echolocation is also used in animals, but I'll get into that in just a moment. This is Australian dream expert Joan Hanger. She wrote this book, Diana's Dreams, because she was Diana's personal dream expert. Princess Diana had several precognitive dreams. So she went to Joan Hanger to help her interpret them so she could figure out exactly what they meant. Princess Diana would dream of falling and then flying, which is a very common dream, and that's a dream that will show you that you have precognitive dreams. So if you ever floated down the stairs in a dream, that also means that you have precognition. One of the things that you need to know about the United Kingdom is that they take dreams very seriously. The reason that they take dreams so seriously is because of the Aberfan disaster, where two children that were actually in the disaster predicted it through their dreams. Because of this, as you've seen in a previous video, they started the British Premonitions Bureau. The only tragedy that we've had similar to that in the United States, where so many children died, was the Our Lady of Angels fire that happened in Chicago. I happen to know two people that survived that fire. So when Princess Diana was having dreams that she didn't quite understand, such as she thought she was dreaming of a queen's funeral, which turned out to be her own, she dreamed of herself dying in a car crash, which she did, and she also dreamed that she would never be queen because the crown did not fit her. One of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that royalty seeks out psychics. This is Catherine Medici, and she sought out Nostradamus. Nostradamus wrote quatrains, which are basically precognitive poetry. And in one of his quatrains, he predicted the death of a king and on the jousting field during a festival. I'll read to you what that quatrain said. The young lion will overcome the older one. On the field of combat, in a single battle, he will pierce his eyes through a golden cage. 2 wounds made one. Then he dies a cruel death. On the battlefield, King Henry was pierced through his eye when a jousting stick ran through his helmet, and he suffered for 10 days before he died. Catherine de' Medici had Nostradamus do astrological charts for all of her children, and she consulted him on many matters of the state, which he guided her on. This is Christopher Scaife. He's the Raven Master at the Tower of London. The ravens at the Tower of London have their own guard. Here in this picture, you can see his military bars. Ravens are known to use echolocation. There's a group of people that actually speak to these ravens. Why would the royal family pay to keep ravens? Well, actually, it's because they were spies before there were actually spies. And this is the book that Christopher Scaife wrote. And it's not just royalty that seeks out people that are clairvoyant. It's also the government. It's not just the United States and Russia that seek out remote viewers and psychics. It's actually this government as well. They seek out oracles, they seek out remote viewers, and they seek out psychics. It's actually common knowledge. Even at times, they take their advice in matters of war. And if you're good enough, like me, there are times that you save people's life. And then there are times like Baba Vanga, where you try and you don't succeed. Not only am I going to tell you about my dreams, but I'm also going to start writing quatrains myself. Matter of fact, there's someone from the Air Force Academy that kept an entire book of my quatrains. They were actually just disguised as poetry. So hopefully TikTok won't take my channel down. There's many more things that you need to know. They took it down for a whole hour today. If they do that, how are we going to keep dreaming?